Oh my god! And just rip that sucker right off. I wanted to remove the front axle from my truck because I think it's important to get to the bushings and shackles so that we can actually make this thing move. I mean, it needs to be done eventually no matter what, and I figure on its maiden voyage it's probably better if they're just in good shape and already done. We're pulling off these rear shackles. This one, the bushing in this leaf is so worn out you can tell that the pin is not even close to center. The pin going through that bushing is way down low right now, and the bushing is resting high. And it rubbed the frame like an eighth out of the frame from where it was resting for who knows how long. So we are going to replace the shackles because they're old and they're easy to replace. And we're going to replace the leaf spring bushings. The leaf itself is in great shape. Both of them, they're even, have the same arch, the same reflexes. So we're just freshening up what we got. And Brody is now taking off the nuts on the shackles. He's gonna get an eye full of rust. Got one of them off right away. Oh, what happened? I got the vice grips on the little nub. The vice grips fell off of the little nub. Oh. Looks like a little bit of dust at the end. Can you get that plate off? Let's see. Yeah, it's right off. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Oh, careful. Look at this. Is that supposed to be like that or no? Yeah, because the bushing fit in those indents. I wasn't sure if that was damage or not. So now you just gotta try to rip this leaf spring down. So then that's loose over there. Yeah, you gotta pull this off of there. And then so it comes out here. And then over there you just pull it the same direction. And that plate should fall out and over.
front leaf removed.
Nice. We'll just put new bolts in here. That's not any big of a deal.
No, we're getting rid of those.
I know, we're getting rid of those shackles. We're talking about that one. We'll just put a new bolt in there. Who cares? It's not in the way of anything.
I think it'll come out of there.
Let me see it. Is there an IH on it? No. I wouldn't think so.
Does it look like it has a little twist to it, or if it's supposed to?
I don't know.
Just a little twist to it. No, I don't think it's supposed to have a twist. Alright, next time you see us, we will have ordered all the parts we need to put this back together again. Up until then, there's nothing else to see.
Unless we get the booster kit. The booster kit actually shipped today. So if the booster kit gets here before this stuff, then I'll be working on that plate.
I can show you this little shackle, which is the factory shackle.
The other side's over there.
And then I can show you the beef that I put on mine in lieu of that. It's 3 pieces with a middle pin, and there's no way that that could ever rub on the frame, because that middle pin would hit the frame before the actual leaf and bushing would. And we don't necessarily need to get that beef for Brody's, because if we do, it'll cause his front end to be lifted a little bit, and we don't want his front end to be higher than his back end. So we'll see what we can find. Something similar would be good, or maybe just like an inch longer so we can get the space we want. But either way, that's easy stuff. And then we'll get all new bolts and no more pins. We'll put a hex nut on the other side instead of a stupid round thing like this, which you have to grab with a vice grip like a fool. And we're lucky we're even able to do this in like 30 minutes, the way that things usually go with these.
Yeah, that took us only like 30 minutes. I mean, a little longer, but...
Yeah, we were more concerned with getting this rig right. It was scary in the picture where this whole truck is sitting on these 2 things here. So I put my rammer that I use to ram through my shed under here from frame rail to frame rail, and we got the hydraulic under there, so we got 3 points holding the truck up instead of just 2. Last time we did this, we had no engine, so we didn't have that extra 700 pounds on.
We didn't have a front end or anything. The whole front clip was off, hood, fenders.
So we got probably at least 700 pounds up front that we didn't have last time we were messing around.
Over 1,000, I'd say.
So we don't want to be fooling around. Okay, that's it.
I'm out here again today, and what I'm going to be doing is actually removing the bushing and shackle that is still left on here. I got to get out that rubber piece, and then same with it on this side right here. I got to get rid of this one. I don't really have a Sharpie on me, but to make sure I keep track of front and rear, I just quickly scratched on an R over here and an F over here. Probably can't even see it on the camera. I just took a flathead screwdriver and went R and F. So what I'm going to be doing here is something that there's another video on YouTube where they actually take a drill and they put it right into that rubber and it just spins out of there. Now the problem that I have right now is I actually still have a shackle and a stud still in that hole. So I'm going to have to quickly try to beat that out of there as best I can, and it's not going to be easy because it's in rubber. Or I might just try to walk it out without it, because I know it's not attached to it. I'm just going to try to walk it out first, and then maybe it'll be easier to remove. And same thing on the other side, it's still in that piece right there. So I'm going to try to walk it out first here, and we'll go with that first. So let's set this up. Make sure you can see it. Yep. Alright. And bring this closer to the camera. There we go. Yeah, this thing's, it's pretty effed. I mean, I did just drill it, but like, it's pretty effed. Okay, so I got this side here. There's actually kind of a little bit of a spline on this thing, which is interesting. I didn't notice that before. I'm just gonna remove this from here and put a brand new bolt in there, because I mean, this thing's toast. I got a little bit of rubber to get out of here now. And that's about it. And then I can go online and order what I need. I don't know, there's dirt on my face. I can go order what I need. Get this rubber out of here. That is what happened to the other guy. The drill walked around the rubber and it pulled it out, but I was kind of pushing it out. But that's what the other guy did. I'll leave a link to that guy's video in the description, by the way, just in case he'll help you out as well. I know he helped me out, and I know he helped my dad out, so. Alright. Definitely need to remove the bushings and shackles from that other one. It's still under my truck over there. I'm not going to do it right now, just because I only had to take them out from one to order. I actually have school soon. I just wanted to get out here after work quick and pull these out, and I'll get those other ones off a different day. But the point is I can get these things on order and have them being shipped here, because I mean obviously my truck is sitting precariously with only 2 jack stands and the hydraulic jack with a board under it. That's just for extra security. All the pressure's on those. That other board is just a little bit snug on there, but other than that, I'm getting progress done. Brake booster kit shipped yesterday, and that should be here soon enough as well, and get things going. I'm gonna be getting these leaf springs right here painted. I gotta get some primer on it, and I'm gonna put semi-gloss black again, just some Rust-Oleum, whatever, because they're leaf springs. They're gonna be under the truck. They're gonna be hit hard, and whatever. The POR I think would be a waste, especially in something like this, considering they're gonna flex all the time, whatever. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on there. We have the bushings on order right now, and my brake booster kit should be here today. It's not done yet, I don't think, but it will be here today. Both sides done and painted. Next time I'm out here, at least next time I'm working with these, I'll be getting the bushings in there and probably getting these things put on the truck.
What we're doing right now is putting these sleeves in to these old rubber leaf spring bushings. They're in good shape, and we don't want to dig them out and replace them right now. So we're just going to grease them up, get those sleeves in, and then we'll have a tight fit on the 1/2-inch bolts that we're going to use when we put the new shackles in. So just putting it in there wasn't the easiest thing ever. So what we did here is got a threaded rod with a washer and a nut on each side. And as we tighten that up, it'll just suck it right in. And it's going to take 30 minutes. I'm applying a little amount of grease to the inside of this leaf spring eye with a sacrificial shim and a sacrificial pencil. This will help with wear forever because this is the only time this is ever getting greased and squeaks. Brody, look. It's way better than fucking around. Look.
Seeing it right away. Oh wow, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's definitely the go-to.
Done. Now you will see metal sleeve, a hair recessed on both sides. Once I clean it here, see that metal sleeve? Metal, rubber, metal.
All 4 of them are in now. I gotta go inside because I got class, so we're gonna clean up. Next time I will be cleaning and painting this axle and getting ready to get this thing back together. Okay, so I'm out here today. I'm going to be power washing this front axle, painting it and cleaning it if it gets dry. And we'll go from there. I got the power washer here. I just gotta turn it on, and this thing's dirty, so it needs to be cleaned. just got done power washing the front axle. I need to wait for it to dry now so that I can come back out here with primer and black Rust-Oleum and get that on there. I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of it on there, and then I gotta get the centering pins in the leaf springs. Gotta touch up a couple things of paint on them, and then gotta paint the shackles that are on the truck, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. I need to drill out this hole right here because currently it's only about a 1/2 inch thick, and the centering pins that I've got for the leaf springs are 9/16 on the end, and this obviously just doesn't fit in here. I had to run back to the store, buy a 9/16 drill bit, so I'm just going to drill this out real quick, and then those should be able to fit in there. As you can tell, I got the hole drilled out real nice now. This sits right in, easy peasy. And over here, same thing. This one didn't need as much drilling, just a little bit, so that this would just fit right in there. Because this will go through the leaf spring pack, and I'm gonna put those in a minute here. And then this rides in here, and the original ones on here must have been a 1/2 inch, because I had to just drill this to a 9/16 for it to fit in there now. So this is a 9/16 hole here. Gonna go ahead and paint up this axle now with some primer Rust-Oleum and some black semi-gloss Rust-Oleum, same thing I used on the leaf springs. Leaf spring centering bolt on right now. I got the new one right here. We kind of just had whatever in there before because when we put this on, we were just trying to hurry up. It was cold and snowy, but we knew we had to get it off eventually to do the bushings and shackles. We got the bushings in there the other day. This actually goes just like that, so I'm going to take this thing off of here, and I got it clamped up so it doesn't spring back at me. Okay. New centering pins installed. And those will fit right in there. It's upside down right now. I gotta get that painted with Rust-Oleum. And then these centering pins in here will fit right into those leaf spring perches now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start painting this with the black Rust-Oleum now. Cleaning up my frame right now. I've got all the dirt off of here for the most part. I'm just gonna paint over this right here. It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna POR on here. I gotta clean up the other side of, it's just darkness. I gotta clean up that other side and go from there. getting started on getting the leaf springs installed here. Finally got this whole piece of frame here painted up nice. These shackles that don't come off are hangers because they are riveted on here, but the other side actually bolts on, and I got those painted as well, and I will be installing those right now as well. Aside from that, I've also got everything in here painted up nice. I just took a whole bunch of POR and lathered it up. And that's what I've been working on the past couple days. 2 coats of POR on here. And I got the leaf springs painted, the axles painted. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything mounted right now. So the first thing I need to do here, like I said before, is get this on there. Now this piece right here, as you can tell, is the other side of that hanger right there. This one just gets bolted on there. And then the other side of it's actually riveted. Well, I just ran over to the store real quick because I think they were too short. So now, this is how they were. This is how they're going to be. I hope that there's enough threads on it though, because as you can tell, there's considerably less threads on here. Hopefully there's enough. Alright, so I got that thing installed now. It looks pretty nice. I definitely need to tighten it down, obviously. Right now I just kind of got it in there. I'm going to go ahead and get the rear shackle on there now, and I'm just going to hook that up. Now, I had set this up before the other day, and we had pressed in that metal fitting that we had seen. These shackles here fit in there. I'm going to have the sticker facing out, because it's cool. Now you want to make sure that you put the leaf spring on the right way, because if you put it on the wrong direction, it'll be wrong. And the front will be in the back, and the back will be in the front. Now I had initially marked it, but then I painted over my marks. So what I'm going with is on this side right here, it's actually flat on the top. You can't really tell on the camera very well, but it's flat on the top and that other side isn't. And I'm going to have to associate it with the fact that the frame is rubbed right here. And I'm going to call that the reason why it looks like that. And then all I'm going to do here now is just get this leaf spring up here, get it mounted on these shackles, and go from there. So that's the back, this is the front. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these ones up right here, and then this thing's installed. Okay, this leaf spring is installed now. All done, I'd say. Looks pretty nice. All new stuff on here. Very happy about it. Gonna go ahead and do the other side now. Same thing. I'm gonna get this front axle on now. Gonna go for it. Done putting on the new, or not new, I guess everything is still old. Refurbished is the right word. Just finished reinstalling everything, painted up, new shackles, new hangers. The leaf springs are the originals, but they're painted. The front axle is a 78 Chevy 3/4 ton axle, Dana 44, and it's just painted up right now. I can take this off. I don't need this on here anymore. I did actually spray some of the chrome on this off with the power washer, which was annoying. Looks really nice with it painted and everything. Yeah. So we got this whole front axle on now. It's installed. Everything's tightened down to spec, or to can't tighten anymore. It looks really pretty. I'm really happy I came out here and painted it. New steering stabilizer, new pinion seal as well. Now we got to get this new drag link part on here, and this is the pitman arm side. So I need to straighten out the wheel inside the cab, and then these threads here will need to get cut down so that they can fit in here. I said that earlier. And I'm gonna cut down these threads, shave it down real nice, smooth it up, install it. Hopefully this isn't too long. If it is, I'm just gonna put a spacer in it, and we'll go from there. Gonna come at this thing with the angle grinder now. I need to cut off this section of threads right here so that it will actually fit on to my truck and be able to steer properly, because this is actually for crossover steering for a Chevy. But it'll give me that extra length I need. Okay, so I got this thing cut now. This should just fit right on. If I cut it correctly, it's reverse thread. Should just screw it on. And I had tapered the edge a little bit with the angle grinder just now. Look at that, comes right on. I don't even need this nut, it's weird. But it's supposed to be used for a different application, so. I just have this weird reverse thread 7/8 18 thread nut for like no reason. And now this should just fit in here, no problem. That's what I'm gonna do now.
We know that it was before we need to adjust the bump stops. This is a bump stop, and it controls the amount that this spindle will spin to here on the axle, and you can adjust this, because we had an issue where when we turned fully to the right with the tire on, we would hit the zerk. We don't know if that'll happen now because we're a hair lower, because this shackle is 3/4 of an inch longer than stock, and all the bushings are good now, where they were all rubbing. Like we had probably at least 1.5 or 2 inches of extra squat before.
This is installed now, just new tire on, new pitman arm, axles reinstalled. Next time we'll be setting up the clutch master cylinder and the brake booster kit, and then after that, we're moving.